Story 1. 2. 0K. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. King Wild. 9 hours ago. The car the company still hates. SOC. In my previous company we were required to drive leasing cars. The budget was based on your position and I got myself a nice, fully equipped diesel car since I drove 200 plus kilometers a day. All was good for a couple of years and the end of the lease was coming up. I was planning to get the same car again and found out that due to inflation the rates went up but our budget didn't. This forced me to drive a model with a smaller engine and less options. So I talked to management because the difference was only €50 a month. The answer was no. I tried a few other things but they kept refusing. After reviewing my contract, I found out that I was also allowed to drive a gasoline car. Although the company encourages the employees that drive more than 100 kilometers a day to drive a more fuel-economic diesel car. Q. Malicious Compliance. I went to my dealership and after a few test drives and some tax discounts, they were able to get me a car loaded with options for a rate that was the same as a model with a smaller engine. To my surprise, the leasing form I submitted was approved and 1 month later I picked it up and liked it from day one. Coming from a diesel car with a consumption of 1 liter per 20 kilometers, I went back to 1 liter per 11 kilometers. Add to this that gasoline was about 30 cents per liter more expensive than diesel. Fast forward 1 month. Fuel statements coming in and suddenly I'm the one who uses the most fuel in the company. Got called in the office to explain. So I did and pointed out that the regulations stated that people were encouraged, but not required to drive fuel-economic diesel cars. And since they did want to do anything on my budget, I got myself a nice gasoline car. So saving €50 a month ended up paying €300 a month extra. Shortly after that they closed this loophole. 91 comments. Award. Share. Save. 142 people here. If you are enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 2. $vote. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. Bananas ate the pajamas. 4 hours ago. Malicious compliance is in a textbook. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. SOC. I am currently studying for a business exam that is tomorrow. And there's this concept in negotiating methods used by employees called work to rule. The definition for work to rule is adhering to every single rule, policy, and procedure of the organization with the intention of purposely disrupting production and reducing output. It is amazing that after reading this sub for so many years, I finally see malicious compliance in an actual business textbook. 7 comments. Award. Share. Save. 13 people here. If you are enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 3. $963. R. Malicious Compliance. Posted by U. Aloylesia. 3 days ago. It's not necessary to retighten the screws well. If you say so. SOC. Context. My boyfriend and have been living together in our first own apartment since September. I started living there in July. Because my apprenticeship ended earlier than his. Because of that I already knew the quirks of the apartment before he moved in. The handles of one door slowly come looser and looser over a period of a few weeks. I didn't pay much attention to it until the handle on one side fell off. I managed to fix it. But of course it kept happening. From then on I retightened the screws on the handles whenever they started to feel a bit too loose. The room to which this door leads is now mainly used by him, so I don't notice it immediately when the screws become loose again. When I do notice I tell him he needs to retighten them or the handles will fall off. H is the kind of person who will procrastinate as much as possible, and since he hasn't seen the handle fall off, he just thought him worrying a bit too much and it would be fine. Until a few days ago, I'd take care of the screws every once in a while when I could see that the handles were very close to falling off again. Because it makes me anxious when I don't fix it. So a few days ago, the handles were once again very close to falling off. I told him so and said he needs to retighten them. He said that it'll be fine. Hell, just be careful when using the door. Usually I'd get my trusty nail file and do it myself, but this time I was too annoyed. Well, less than an hour later I heard something fall to the floor. Surprise. It was the handle and I had to open the door from the other side so he could get out. Lol. I showed him how to fix it and told him again that he needs to retighten the screws regularly or he won't get out. I think this time he finally understood why I've been so fussy about it. Not sure if this was enough for him to really learn his lesson or not. So I'm curious to see what happens the next time when the screws become loose. 170 comments. Award. Share. Save. If you're enjoying this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on. Story 4. $897. Malicious Compliance. Posted by You, Fairy Goth Mommy. 3 days ago. Anything but green. Okay. Malicious Compliance it is. SOC. I work in a law firm. But I am not an attorney. One of my co-workers came back to the office after COVID restrictions ended. And her hair was red. Crayon red. They never said a word to her about it. At any rate, I got bored. And asked the office manager about a ruby red color. She didn't like it and said no, even though it was the same as the aforementioned coworker. But the managing partner said I could have anything but green. I'm sure he was joking. But I took him at his word and did a deep fuchsia color. Every time he sees me, he comments on my pink hair, and the office manager does quite frequently also. I know he hates it. But he has never come out and said that he hates it. Fast forward to now. I not only still color my hair the same fuchsia color. My son has also purchased me several boxes of the color from Amazon. He calls it a contribution to malicious compliance. Schwarzkopf brand Urban Fuchsia if you're curious. There are now 2 other people who have taken the managing partner at his word. And have come to work with hair color that is not found in nature. But it's not green winking face. We figure that we are complying with his rule of anything but green. 117 comments. Award. Share. Sava, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and turn notifications on.